Hello again, welcome to another this week's update. First of all, sorry it didn't go out yesterday. Got a bit overloaded this week. Oh, we get a bit overloaded every week, but I got a little bit more so this week. So that's why I'm a little bit late. Okay, so got lots of stuff to tell you, so I'm going to try and do lots of this pretty quickly. First thing to say is we've talked about the aviation and we've talked about the Jane Austen quite a lot. And as a lot of you know, I was able to get a load of Bunce coins, and the ones that we'd sold in advance were from general circulation, which are now not happening. And I've had a lot of people ask me about an upgrade on them, and I didn't put an upgrade on them because I thought it was, well, I just thought it was a bit dear, the upgrade. But you know, at the end of the day, I've got to look at what they cost us, and we have to make something on them. So I have come up with an idea. If you are one of the people that bought the Aviation or the Jane Austen, I will do an upgrade, and that upgrade will start off at for the people that bought an uncirculated one, then the upgrade will be 20 quid. So obviously if you bought a good condition one, it will be a little bit more, and if you bought a cheap and cheerful one, it will be a little bit more. And I haven't put an upgrade on the listing yet, and that's simply because we have had some problems with these upgrades in when new customers come along, they're not understanding what this is all about, and so they have a little look and they think, oh, this is a cheap price, and they choose an upgrade fee when they haven't bought the original. So we've got that problem going on. We've still got a little bit of a problem going on with people choosing the wrong upgrades, but you know, that's not too bad. It's more a case of some people coming along and not knowing and then just buying the upgrade. That said, I can't hold the price on some of this stuff for much longer. Things like the Gruffalo and one thing and another, and RAFs and things like that, Frankenstein, they're going to go up. So so I'm going to hold it on until this Sunday, and then on Monday stroke Tuesday morning, expect to see a couple of the prices go up. The Gruffalo packaged will go up to $14.95 where it should be. So so things like that are going to happen, but like I say, I've held it for as long as I can. So that covers the Aviation and the Jane Austen. Right, so getting on to the next one then. The next one is about the old Kew Gardens. So we're not talking about the 2009, we're talking about the 2019 now, this year. They bought out 5 coins. Kew Gardens, Boy Scouts, Girl Guides, a Britannia, and Roger Bannister. Those are the coins that they've chosen. You can just imagine, I can in my head, I imagine that you've got this meeting of people in the Royal Mint coming up with these ideas, idea bashing. I mean, this news just makes me think you guys all over the country, all over the world even, are going to be going, really? Those are your 5 choices? Oh my God. What are the Mint thinking? Where is their creativity? You've had it on the stamps. You've had it on the stamps for as long as since I've been a little kid. But there's just no creativity sometimes on the coins, and it must make you just get a bit frustrated as a collector. Because, you know, if I was going to choose 5 coins to commemorate the 50p's for the last 50 years, I think I would choose a bit more sensible. Kew Gardens, yeah, that was a good choice. Dual date, that should be the next one. And then you should be looking at things like the Olympic, football, triathlon, judo, wrestling, that are also priced out of some people's pocket. Instead of, you know, instead of just common coins. There's an awful lot of people, I mean, there's hardened collectors that will want one of each coin, there's no doubt about that. But there are people out there that will go, but I've already got a Roger Bannister in my collection, why do I want another one? I've already got a Girl Guides, why do I want another one? You know, the only 2 coins in there that are exciting is the Britannia and the Kew Gardens, and the Britannia only becomes exciting because they've not made a Britannia since 2008. They're all shields. So to get a Britannia, an odd one, I think that's really cool. It's better than a crappy shield anyway. That shield is rubbish. So each one of these coins, automatically, the moment it's released, the moment it's purchased, automatically these 5 coins are all 250,000 times rarer than the original 2009 Kew Gardens. every single one of these 5 coins, automatically. 250,000 times rarer. And the reason for that is not one of these coins is going into circulation, but the Kew Gardens had 250,000 go into circulation. 250,000 went into circulation, and that coin is worth 100 to 150 quid. So these 5 coins are rarer. And this Kew Gardens for 2019 is going to go up in price more expensive than the 2009. Anybody who's got money to put in to this, anybody that's got money to put into this ought to be, or money to spare or whatever, ought to be buying these. And as I always say, if you find somebody selling them cheaper than me, snap their hands off, because these coins, take my word for it, will go easily to £100 within 10 years. You know, for 5 to 10 years, these coins will be £100 plus. And I would put my everything I know, my reputation and everything on that. Notifications. So, oops, dropped the phone. So that's my prediction, and that's the news. And you can't fault that. Everybody's going to want the Kew Gardens. So here's another thing. I sort of apologise for the price, but on the other hand, I make no apologies for it, because I do mine out of logic. You might think, well, they should all be the same price then, Ian. Well, they should, really. As a buyer, I would be saying to me, the seller, they should all be the same price, because you're all in the same set. But the fact of the matter is, everybody is going to want the Kew Gardens. Not everybody is going to want the other 4 coins. So every single time I sell a Kew Gardens, I've got to break open a set. I've got to smash a set open. Every single time. And that means I've got 4 coins sitting on the shelf, which I know will sell. They will all sell at some point, every single one of them. And the price will go up, and they will sell for more than what I'm going to start the prices off at. But one thing I do know, based on 6 years of experience, is that the Kew Gardens is going to fly out the door. That's the coin that's just going to fly out, whereas the others will sell, but the Kew Gardens will fly. And so I've got to bear that in mind. So the Kew Gardens is £29.95. We've already sold a dozen overnight, and I've not even told anybody I've got them yet. And I've only ordered 100. So once I tell you, I know that the rest of these are going to just go. We get the delivery in a couple of weeks. They've already been ordered, so you haven't got to wait long. It's not like waiting for the 2000 people that have ordered the 2009 Kew Gardens. Oh my God, some of you have waited like 18 months, 2 years. It's just nightmare. But there's nothing we can do about that. The illness has put us behind by a year and so on. All we can do is do deals with people for something else for what they've ordered. But with this one, the Kew Gardens is priced at £29.95. I think the other coins are priced at either £12.95 or £14.95. I can't remember, but around that sort of figure. Or you can buy the entire set for 69 quid. And if you buy the set for 69 quid, it comes with the Royal Mint proper set that you would get off the Royal Mint, proper packaged, whether it's bump, whatever bump comes. I don't know what bump is in it because I haven't seen one yet. But they are coming. And they'll all be within a couple of weeks. So you can jump in now and get yours. The Kew Gardens will only go up in price. I mean, I will put it up in price. I know that. It'll be going up in price. By Christmas, this coin will be 50 quid. And that, I virtually guarantee you. This coin will be 50 quid come Christmas. But, you know, some people are going to list it straight away even more. And now this ties into why I've been so vehemently against fakes and replicas, and now they're calling them souvenirs, just to get around the eBay rules. At the end of the day, eBay does not allow the sale of fake or replica coins. End of. That's it. No argument. That's it. Doesn't matter about the argument, oh, there's 100 people doing it and all the rest of it. Doesn't matter. The rules are the rules, and they rules say you cannot sell fakes or replicas on eBay, period. That's it. No, not with warnings, not with whatevers. You cannot sell them. And I've reported a few people for doing it, and really pissed off one customer, because one of my customers was one of the people that I reported, and then I had her husband jumping on me and threatening us and threatening the staff here and frightening people and all the rest of it, and I had to back away. What I wanted to say was, yeah, all right, because he was threatening to come round and sort me out with his mates. Sort you out, Will. I'm going to come round my mates. So, you know, that part of me, you know, the hut boy part of me wants to go, well, go on then, come round, sort me out with your mates. Because that's the only reaction you can say to people like that. And the reason is because they will never turn up with their mates, because no mate worth his salt would put himself on offer and face a prison sentence to beat somebody up for reporting their friend for doing something illegal. Doesn't make sense, does it? It's like, you know, grow up. But I couldn't say that, so I've got to go, all right, I'll back off. You're right, you're a big tough man. I'll back off because I've got staff to think about. I have to think about them. I have to think about Logan, who might be getting frightened. I have to think about Kelly, who might be getting frightened. Whereas I won't get frightened. I've been through too much in my lifetime, and I've certainly been through too much in the last year to have some little frighten me with threats of coming round to beat me up. But the point in all of this, in telling you all of this, is because some of you are going to think, what? It's none of your business. Let people sell the fakes. Okay. Now this new Kew Gardens has come out, there's an awful lot of you going to be trying to get one cheaper than what I'm selling it. Because I always say to you, there are people out there selling it cheaper than me. I'm honest about that. They ain't got to pay the VAT I have. They ain't got to pay all the expenses. They ain't got to pay the wages. They ain't got to pay for the point system, the reward point system, which costs us money for every single purchase, whether you give us any money or not and use a voucher. We have to pay for that. You know, all of these things we have to pay for, a lot of these people don't pay for. They just go off, buy a load of fakes, and I know where to get them from. I can go and buy them for £1 each and sell them for 10. But I don't. I won't have nothing to do with them. And so all these fakes are out there, and you can go on eBay and you can buy a fake Kew Gardens, and I'm probably even wrong for telling you this because some of you are going to go straight on eBay, look for a fake Kew Gardens and buy one for a tenner. Okay, it's a fake, and it ain't the same thing, and it's a different size and it's a different weight. And the other thing about it is, a lot of you are now going to go and try and buy a genuine new Kew Gardens, because you're going to listen to what I tell you and say, yes, there will be people selling it cheaper than me, so if you can buy it, snap the round off, stick it in the back of your wardrobe, because that's going to make you money in 5 or 10 years' time. There's an awful lot of you going to go off and do that now, and you're going to get so angry and so frustrated, clicking on listing after listing after listing after listing, and even buying some of them before you realise it's a fake, before you realise it's a replica, and you think, oh. So my advice, just underneath where you've got the price and before you've got the description on the right hand side, you've got report item link. Click it. If you're on a fake, click it and report the item. Report them for selling a fake and get those fakes taken off. I've done a few, but I haven't got the time to sit there and do loads and loads and loads and loads of people are selling fake. And I make no apologies for saying report them, because, you know, some of these people, like this one I was telling you about, you know, this guy, he's all a big tough guy and all the rest of it, but where's he selling it? He's selling it on his wife's account. He's not selling it on his own account. He's not that tough. He's not that brazen. He's going to put it on his own account and face going to prison himself. No, he puts it on his wife's account. So it's his wife that will go to prison, not him, big tough man. It's his wife that's going to go to prison. And you know, the customs and excise, you try and explain to these people. I try to explain to them, but they wouldn't have none of it. Customs and excise have got more powers than the police. Customs and excise can come down and turf you out of your house immediately and tape it up. No one can cross this line, and they take your house there and then. They can turn up with chains and a padlock and padlock up your house and your business, just like that. That's the powers that customs and excise have got, and that's the kind of thing these people are risking. And even when you bring it to their attention, they don't say. I kept saying to him, "You should be saying thank you to me. I might be saving you your house and a prison sentence." No. Instead of that, it's all anger and nastiness and threats and all the rest of it. So carry on. But the point is, you know, we shouldn't allow them to be there because it's going to mess it up for everybody. Now, up until today, you go looking for a Kew Gardens, you know the difference between a fake and a real one, because a real one is 100 to 150 quid. So when you guys getting silly prices, you know it's a fake, even if they don't properly say it's a fake. But now you've got people trying to sell them as the real thing. They're selling them as the real thing. They're intimating that it's the real thing when it isn't. And they're using all sorts of words to try and get round the rules. One bloke sold over 1,000. I hope that bloke loses his house. I really, really hope he goes to prison. But there you go. Now, I've dealt with these people. I've dealt with the copyright people. Copyright people, they've got so many powers you wouldn't believe. Anyway, that's off my soapbox. But the reason I'm telling you this is because it's going to make it so difficult for you to find even the new Kew Gardens at the right price, because the fakes are being sold from anywhere from £5 up to 150. It's the dearest one I've found so far. So, you know, how do you choose? How do you look at it quickly and work out which one's a fake and which one ain't? Buy it off us, you know you're getting the right one. And that is a shameless sales thingy, but it's true. You buy it off us, it's absolutely guaranteed. We don't sell fakes of any description. Won't entertain it at any price. So, buy off us and you are absolutely guaranteed, no matter what coin you buy, it is genuine. And if anybody comes back and tells you it's not genuine, I'll replace it. No problem at all. So, that's all important stuff. Do you know what? I really must stop getting on my soapbox. There's 15 minutes gone, just like that. I'm going to do another video. I'm going to be quick now. Got to do another video to name some winners. So I haven't named winners last week for the S competition, and obviously leave a comment this week. But I haven't done that. I haven't done last week's one. So I'm going to do a separate video for some winners, etc. And your voucher code this week for £2.50, but you have to spend £2.49 to get you in order to use the £2.50 voucher. So your voucher code this week is FAKE. Yay! Let's use that. FAKE. Capital letters FAKE. That's your voucher code this week. It's worth £2.50. You have to spend £2.49. I'm going to do another video with some winners' names in it, and I don't know what time I'm going to get, but there might be another one. So that's it for this week, and I will see you next week. And get on there and grab what you can. Oh, they're in the advance order section, by the way, these new ones, and the Kew Gardens and everything. All in the advance order section, and they're also in the normal 50p collections. Just if you see a little cross plus symbol, click on it and it will open it up with more subcategories. There you go. See you next week. Thanks very much.